How's it going, everybody? I am Jason of Jason's Realm here, and today I am here to give you our official NFL Week 18 power rankings. Now, if you haven't checked out the other video today, we did do a NFL Week 17 recap video. Link will be at the end of the video, somewhere around down in here. So go ahead and watch that while you're at it, but let's just go ahead and dive on into our power rankings here. So at number 10, we have the New York Giants. They are up from not being ranked last week, and I mean, they deserve it. They've been playing better football recently, and even if we go back to their game this past week, they just dominated. They dominated the Colts 38-10. I mean, sure, the Colts aren't a good team, but you gotta be good enough to win by 28 points. You gotta be decent and pretty good. And not to mention they clinched a playoff spot, so can't really say much with them. At number 9, we have the Dallas Cowboys. Still not quite sold on them after Thursday Night Football, where they only barely beat the Titans. Really just not looking like a great team heading into the playoffs. Now they are slowly starting to get back to form, but there are still some concerns that we have here. Hence why we only put them at number 9. Cowboys looking next week. There's not really much on the line for them. Well, actually there might be, because they do have a chance at the NFC East. So next week their true colors will be shining. At number 8, we have the Detroit Lions back in the top 10, up from not being ranked last week. And I mean, they just put on a clinic in Chicago, or in their home against Chicago. 41-10 is an insane margin of victory. Pair that with the fact they've been playing better recently. They had a bad week, a couple bad weeks, but they've rebounded nice. And now, all they need is the Rams to win on Sunday, and then they're in control of their own destiny Sunday night. So, really looking at it, the Lions really are looking like a good team going down the stretch here. They have a chance to make it, and I think they will. I think they pull it off. At number 7, we have the Jacksonville Jaguars. They're up one spot from being number 8 last week after a pretty good win over the Texans. Now, it is over the Texans, but it is still a 28-point margin of victory. They are looking real good down the stretch. They are in control of their own destiny. And there is even a chance if they lose against the Titans, that there's a slim chance they make it in as a wildcard team. So, it's very unlikely, so it's probably win in, lose and go home, but they did put themselves in a decent spot if they have a bad game tomorrow night. But overall, looking like a great team down the stretch, a team to fight against, and I'm just looking forward to seeing what they got. Well, at number 6, we have the Los Angeles Chargers, up one spot from last week, as they did manage to outclass the Rams by 21 points. Herbert looking better. You got the team just starting to get better down the stretch. And all they got to do is win or have the Ravens lose without Lamar to get the number 5 seed. Otherwise, they get the 6 seed, but still. They're in a good spot right now. They're going to be facing either the Bengals or the Jags or Titans winner. So, it'll be interesting to see. I think they can make it to the divisional, maybe to the conference championship, depending on who they play. Well, at number 5, we have a free-falling Philadelphia Eagles team, falling 4 spots from last week, as they have been just free-falling recently. They've been able to clinch the number 1 seed, I think, for like 3 weeks now, straight, and they haven't done it. They won the 1 week they could have, but they needed the Vikings to lose. The Vikings won. Then the past 2 games, they've lost in really rough fashion. So really not too high on this team anymore. They are collapsing at the wrong point down the stretch. So there is a lot of concern there. Well, at number 4, we have the San Francisco 49ers. Now, there is a reason that they didn't move from last week. Same with the number 3 team. There is a reason that they also didn't move, given the situation. But the Niners, had that situation not have happened, the Niners could have moved up to number 3. They're playing really good football down the stretch. Even though they barely escaped the Raiders, they should have an easy win here week 18. And pair that with an Eagles loss, and they get the number 1 seed in the first round bye. So, the Niners really in a good spot to go far. Hopefully they don't, though, because Rams house. Well, at number 3, we have the Kansas City Chiefs just playing their dominant form of football. Barely escaping the Broncos, but the Broncos were bound to have a good game eventually. So really looking good down the stretch here as the Chiefs. They pretty much have the number 1 seed locked up in the AFC, given the situation that happened. Because of everything that went on, the Chiefs just need to win or have the Bills lose this week, and they get the number 1 seed. Well, at number 2, we get the Cincinnati Bengals up 3 spots, and I know they didn't play a game this week, but this is there for number 1, everything that teams had to go through. They had not as much as the Bills. They had to go through seeing that happen, but then also just the sheer amount of empathy on Zach Taylor. I mean, he could have very easily said, oh, well, they said 5 minutes, we're playing this game out. I don't care how you feel. But no, he did the right thing, and all of the Bengals fans and players have been rallying around really doing the right thing here, and we have to recognize that, at least for 1 week, with the Bengals being up this high. But the only team who deserves a higher spot than them is our number 1 team, the Buffalo Bills, given everything that happened with the Damar Hamlin situation and it occurred on their sideline. I mean, it's brutal, man. I don't know how you can play football after that, but Josh Allen's already said, we're ready to play. He said it in a very confident attitude, and I think that this week, the Bills just ball out. But really, the Bills, just everything that's been going on, they deserve this number 1 seed more than anyone. Hopefully next week we get more clarity. Hopefully we have heard good news that Damar Hamlin is awake, and I believe he is speaking today from what I've heard. He at least got on FaceTime with the team, and they took out the ventilator, so very good signs for him. Really glad to hear that after what happened just less than 96 hours ago. So insane news to hear there, but yeah. That's going to do it for our power rankings here. If you guys did don't forget to smash that like button. It tells me you guys like this video, and to make more like it, if you guys are also staying this long, you probably enjoy the content. Might want to watch the other video, like I mentioned, the other one that went up today. The Week 17 recap should be up around here, somewhere around now. Go ahead and click on that, and why not? While you're here, why not hit that subscribe button? We're only 13 clicks away from releasing a public Discord server. I would love to be able to do that before the start of the playoffs. But yeah, I guess at this point, I will see you guys later. Peace out, and have a good one.